Alright guys, so these are my new pistons. I actually didn't go out and buy any. I just remembered I was just, doing some yard work, and then I saw, the old block I had on the side. Even though it got rained on, the water didn't get in here because, I never cleaned out all the oil from the cylinders. So none of these are seized. All of these are still good, except this one right here. This one was the one with a spun bearing, and it was pretty bad. I can get new pistons or piston rods, like a Eagle Eye or one of those. Have some like really strong rods in here, but I don't see the point in doing that when I'm using a GE head or GE piston head. It's the same, practically the same thing, but these aren't new. Where if I want to put new rods, I don't want to have weak pistons like old pistons. I want to have new pistons in their piston heads also. So what I'm gonna do, as you can see, all of these are so perfect. Nothing really spun on these. There's not, nothing too crazy on those. Let me see if it focuses. But yeah, nothing too crazy on them. Very, very slight, oil starvation. But not too bad in general. So I'm not going to use these bearings, and I'm probably going to take out the main journal bearings just because I kind of didn't like how these were, and these are the same brand as those over there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to disassemble all 12 of these pistons, take the piston heads from those, dunk them in my chemical bath, the chem dip shit I've used before. That's going to take off all the carbon, scrape them down. I got the 1J pistons in here right now for that build over there. But yeah, gonna take all those out, grab all these rods. These rods are still clean. These are the same ones I put through the what's it called? Through the fucking chemical dip. Sorry, blanked. But yeah, these are still cool. Don't have to clean them. Just keep them covered in oil like they kind of are. Yeah, right after disassembly, toss these pistons. I might keep a couple piston heads just for shits and giggles, just to have it. But yeah, I'll show you guys how to disassemble all these pistons. It's not too bad. It's my first time doing it, but I've seen it done before. And yeah, there's just a couple pieces I gotta take out of there and push out the wrist pin. I'll show you guys. Alright guys, so I already took one piston apart. It was actually really easy. What I'm using is a pick right here. And there's there's two different holes right here. I'm just kind of seeing where is the best place to start. Oh shit. So for this one, the pin ends right here on this side on the bottom, and then on this opposite side on the bottom. Sorry, this fucking lens moves forward a lot. Get it to focus. But yeah, there's a pin right here at the bottom. So all I gotta do is pry it right here. Be careful not to let it shoot out. I'm gonna be replacing these spring retainers. I just don't want to, because this is my first time and I'm not using they say use a small screwdriver, so it shouldn't be too bad, but just safety's sake. So let me try to get into here. But yeah, it only took me like 10 minutes or so, really, to disassemble one. And here's one ring right there. I lost one of them. So the other side, same thing. Just get right into that same spot. Pry it up. And then just guide it around. And then that's off. So what I use is a screwdriver, or sorry, a ratchet. I didn't have it says to use a copper tube on the FSM, but it's not too bad. This one slides right in there, so it's perfect. And then I just took a rubber mallet, then literally just continuously banged it out. Let me see if I can get that set up for you guys. Alright, so just move over here. Just using a soft spot that I have over here for an opening on the back where I can rest the rod but kind of push the pin. So you want to kind of keep it center and then give it some taps. and you'll start to see it go through. Make sure there's a good opening on the back side of it for the pin to come out. But yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of persuasion, but you just keep banging it, and pretty much once it's past like the halfway point, it'll come out. So you take this out. Oh, it's not there yet. Almost. So as you can see, rod comes out, piston, and the connecting rod pin. So it's just two retainers in the pin, slides in. I'm not going to be replacing this bearing right here, or this oil seal, because that's where the oil feeds into, and these are still good. I'm probably going to keep these just in case, find another, just one non-VVTi one, so to replace the spun bearing one, and then be able to reuse all of these, which is the good part about engine building. So now with this, what I'm going to do, put in the chemical dip after, you know, get it all disassembled, clean all this off, get all the piston rings out, and yeah, I'm going to just show you guys after everything's disassembled. Alright y'all, so it's been about a day of letting these soak in here again. Same kind of thing. All of this should be broken off already, so it should be pretty easy. Grab my rag. Oh, yep. Almost. Looks like pretty much all of it's gonna come off on this. Any of the bits that you don't have come off, I kind of just hit it with a straight razor or a razor blade real quick. Help break it up a little bit more again, and then it should be good. I think this one was one of the worst ones. So hopefully I can get all of this shit all off and nice and clean. Let's see. So I did the same thing, just, you know, scrubbing it with that nylon brush. Now I'm just checking to see if all the carbon's gone, which the majority of it is. It might be very, very slight amount. Nope, all that came off. Alright, that's pretty fucking clean. So yeah, about 2 days, you know, taking it out and then redoing it again. That's pretty clean. That's very, very little on here. Let's see if I can take it off with a straight razor. Yeah, I could take it off. And then it's just going to be a slight residue on it, but, you know, nothing bad. Most people just go ahead and buy a new GE block and then just slap new rods on there. Or just slap the head onto there and then they're chilling. But I want to just take some extra time, get this all nice and pretty, even though no one's ever going to see it besides you guys right now. It's the work that matters. Alright, so yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for this one. Let me get it to focus a little better. So yeah, right there. I'm going to do the rest of them. I'm just going to do it on a time lapse so then you guys don't have to just sit through it. But yeah, I'm just going to be scrubbing it and then putting the other ones into there now. Alright, so one last thing to do is to coat your pistons in oil just as you're holding it for now. Since you're not going to be installing it or anything, you want to make sure it doesn't rust. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just coat it with some oil and then put at least 3 of these pistons back together for now. Alright, also I got 3 of the pistons put together. Just be kind of careful getting it in straight, and then just so you don't score anything. And then once you know that it's actually going through, then you should have enough play to get it all the way in. Once you get them in, then you got to get the springs on. This is actually pretty easy because I put one together just because I'm storing one. Just hung it on my wall. But you put both of them in together, and then you just got to get something flat to pry it in. And once you get those 2 like kind of sides in, I kind of just take a flathead, bam, it's already in. Go to the other side just because it's super quick. Show you guys. Take the clips, the open ends, put them down into where they're supposed to go. Be careful with this because they will shoot out. And then again, just take the little flathead, or whatever blunt object you want to use, and bam, they're all in. So now I'm just doing it for the other 2, and then probably wait till tomorrow to check these out, scrub them down, see if those are good. If not, another day. I'll just show you guys, instead of just repeating this same process for these 3 pistons for the next 3, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you after everything's back assembled. Alright y'all, so I'm using my little parts wash thing as a little engine building bench. So I have, these are all the pistons. I have 3 other ones in the chemical dip already. Pretty much getting all this carbon off. So I let it soak for about like a day or so. Pull it out, scrub it with a nylon brush, and then all the carbon's already off. This chem dip, best. These are all 6 of the rods from that motor, from those pistons. So I got all of them disassembled. Got all the wrist pins and the springs and everything all chilling here. Have it all lined up, 1 through 6. I believe this is, I need to swap this around because this is 1, 2, 3. I don't want to confuse myself. I just want to keep all the pins and springs, everything together. These were still good. I'm going to reuse these again. Don't need to buy new ones. I'm going to use these. Obviously everything the same here. I'm just going to let the carbon come off all of this. Slap them all back together. I also kept these all old springs just in case for the other rods. Those are all just the rod bolts. I'm not going to be using those anymore. I'm going to use what's it called, ARP studs. So those are going to go into my spare parts bin. These are those pieces of piston. Get that focus real quick. So yeah, there's this from the first one, from the second one, and then this is from the 6th one, I think. Oh no, that's 1st, 5th, and 6th. Yep, fucking tired. I don't really have anything else to film tonight because I have to wait till all that shit comes off. So it's gonna be about 2 days for all those to be done, and then I'm gonna be able to. Can't even do anything to that. All this is honed still. We'll put the cover back on. I'm actually cleaning up this head gasket. I actually took a deeper look into it, and everything looks cool. Doesn't look like it burned anywhere. I just kind of took off most of that copper spray. I think I still have some. I'm gonna end up using that again just to make sure it seals properly, because I actually did a really good seal. Yeah, there was a little bit of, you know, the copper and the coolant for just a little bit, but it was fine after the first flush. So yeah, I gotta refinish all this up, respray that, go over the head, make sure everything's cool on that, and then I'm gonna start putting the pistons back together. Here are all the pistons put back together in order. As you can see, have the whole rod complete with the spring, everything right in there. If you guys can see that, yep, the spring right there. Then the piston pin. The only thing I'm waiting on now, I already ordered the parts. They should be coming soon, so the video should be dropping soon. Or I'm going to be recording the next video soon of putting the piston rings and all the bearings on all of these, and then actually installing everything, getting the head gasket back on, getting the head back on, doing all the other work that I needed to do. Yeah, just forgot to get my camera. I mean, it's literally in there, but I'm too lazy to go get it. It's been hella long, like a couple months since I recorded the rest of this video. Sorry for that. But again, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Catch y'all next time.